I was quite lucky. For some reason, as soon as I got into trading, I found BTMM straight away.
I found it. I found it like 6 months after.
So you got like
I,
6 months of retail knowledge in your
yeah,
brain.
like I was going in on it as well. Like I was going, oh look, I'm learning this, I'm learning that, I'm learning that. And
Yep.
then at the end of the day, like I just saw it wasn't working. Found BTMM. I was like, this is the one.
There's a few things from retail that you can take, like morning star pattern, evening star pattern, those sort of things. But apart from
Yeah,
that, it's trash.
yeah. I
Agreed.
feel like the good book that I read at the start was The Disciplined Trader by Mark Douglas,
Hmm.
which was like
Mm.
he said in one bit of the book, you need to stick with one strategy until you master it. Like stop hopping from strategy to strategy.
Yep,
And
I agree.
that really made a difference.
Even when you have moments where you doubt your own strategy, you still got to stick to it because you know in the end it's going to pay off.
Yeah, I doubted the strategy so many times.
Yeah,
However, like I'm still here, like trading it and then making money.
exactly. It worked in the end.
Yeah, eventually, like once you grasp it, like eventually, once you know what to do, what to
Oh,
avoid.
beautiful.
It's when it becomes a subconscious habit as opposed to a conscious thought that it will change.
Yeah, I'll agree with you on that.
This one, what was running through your mind?
So I didn't really see much of a move the day before. There was a slight move, but it wasn't really like a get out of here sort of thing.
Mm-hmm.
So based on yesterday's data, I thought they could go up again. There was a bit of a gap between the accumulation and the price hug. It could have been a bit tighter, but
Yes.
this pair that's only about 10 pips, or maybe 8 pips. So I thought it's not too bad. They obviously cliff dived out of Asia,
Mm-hmm.
um, trapped beneath the dragon. The 800's a bit too close, so it wouldn't have been a big heavy trade, but it's still not too bad. There's divergence on the TDI and the RSI, and yeah, there's blood out. There's a squeeze. As soon as blood went back in, price
Did
sort of
it,
lifted out of the zone.
did it hit the block?
Blocks
We
is
are not,
something that
we are not there yet.
yeah, I'm not at that point yet.
Oh,
I'm cutting the blocks off.
Yeah,
I,
he's
I,
hiding
So
it. He's
I
hiding
won't,
it from me.
I
yes,
won't
I am.
spoil it for him.
Yes, I am. But the block is so closer than you think. When you start to see it and treat it like that, with the thing is, I want Will to have all these confluences first and not being dependent upon this is the block now. You see, that's the reason why I don't want
That
him to learn.
that was you guys today. That's the block. That's the spread. That's the pins you got in.
Okay, for me, bro, personally, I did not look at the block. The block for me is, it wasn't the Hail Mary for
Yeah.
today. It wasn't, and I did not even look at that for, okay, if it comes here, I'm going to trade. I thought that is super robotic, which is something I'm shielding Will from because I noticed this is what is doing. And you, last month, you saw the block. I mean, the block was right there. Don't want to say it. The block was right there. Then the EMA was, the dragon was here, and then you took it. And then you said, oh, this is the block right there. So you had the block and the dragon right there, showing you
Was that
that,
U
okay, this is something.
USDZAR?
Exactly.
Yeah, I remember that.
And then USDZAR said, fuck you, crushed the block, then went your direction.
So his block
Because
is, from what I can see, is that like trapped volume,
it's blocked volume.
blocked volume. Okay.
Just like the EMAs. The EMAs, people they want to take the bounces off the EMAs, right? People when they see him going to the EMA, they don't anticipate him crushing the EMA. They say, oh, this is my bounce. This is where I need to be in. And when they get in on the bounce, this is where the market makers said, and then they crush the EMA down, and then they make your mindset psychologically think that, okay, since now they crushed the EMA, it's time for me to sell because the retail books tell me that once the EMAs are all above price, I need to be selling. Once the EMAs are all below price, I need to be buying. So if the EMA is bouncing on the, if the price is bouncing on the EMA, it's making them to buy. That's why they crush it. And when they crush it, now you have a you have a double mindset. Now you don't know if it's good time to long or it's good time to short. So now the market makers, they've put you in a perfect situation of doubt. That's exactly where they want you, because you thought you were buying a bounce. Now they crushed your bounce. Now they want you to make a sell because the EMAs are above. You see how they are you up deliberately. So by that fueling that doubt inside your brain, that's you are in a perfect location for them to take it back up and crushing the EMAs all up again and leave you stranded like, what the I thought this thing was going to be a beautiful sell. That's where this shit comes from. So people don't understand that whenever the EMAs are being crushed, what does that mean? So Leo almost got smashed with that. Almost. Because he understood that, okay, this guy's going to go up, but he was too early. He wanted that bounce on the dragon, and the market makers said, oh no, man, come on. Then that came in, and it was a beautiful 1,400 pips trade.
What saved me on that day is the fact that I know what a HOD lob is meant to look like and what it's meant to do once after I get in. So if he starts going back down to my entry point, I know that is bullshit, especially leaving a big wick to the upside. Like, I know there's no such trade I've taken with like that big wick.
Yes.
And
so the fact that Will understands that, you see, it is closer from here to here. It is not here. Bro, if he is here and he gives you this with this kind of a thing, I would say to you, it is still good, but don't. You are
like
now
a variation as opposed to like your bread and butter trade.
What we are doing right now is a bread and butter. Him being at the price hug and near to it is the only things that you need to be concerned about.
That's the sort of mindset I had when I was trying to do these flashcards. I want them to be sort of near enough, just like this one, or better.
Exactly. So your mindset will automatically understand that, oh, this one is in the middle. Nope. This one is close to high. Yes. This one made a price hug perfect. So you have a price hug perfection. This one takeable, middle, no, but it has a potential. So you get to categorize your setups and how to play it with the right size.
Yeah, and the day before there was no visible trap, so we know that the market makers didn't really take too much profit.
Correct. And whenever this guy makes small movements, especially on the normals, they love doing that. The exotics, they will do a big move down. You need to see what's going on, what they are trying to make you see. Because here it's not just about the pattern, Will. It's about understanding where the EMAs, where the retail traders, versus where you need to be in the market. It's not just, okay, price hug, here it is, price hug, here it is. It's about, at those points, what should I be anticipating? Not here's the thing, here's the setup. No. Now you are being a robot.
Looking behind the screen, not looking at the screen.
Correct.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, let's continue. This one is perfect. This one was beautiful. It's takeable.
The only thing I would say is the G spot was a little bit close, but apart from that, it's nice.
The fact that the G spot, you see, this was once a bar, bro. This red spike right here, it was once a big bar. So it made people to sell this. People sold this easily. And once they sold it, the market makers just said, zoop, come back, idiots. And then they did not want to release them. Because they know that when people see him passing this 800, to them in a higher time frame, this is 4 hours, this is 200 here. So on a 2 hours, if on the 4 hour time frame, this is a 200, the dragon. So it makes people to say, oh, this is the biggest sell. I'm going to make a sell and leave this run and twice on Sunday. And then they just get eradicated. They get decimated with 115 minutes.
As Leo says, the retail traders were in pain.
Beautiful, bro. It's awesome when you understand it from okay, I want him to be at these locations so that I can properly observe these retail traders. I want him to be at these locations close to price hug or price hugged. Then the fucking divergences must come to you. Then the EMA should come to you. Then the way he made a cliff dive down should come to you. Then the spread. Then the spread should come to you telling you, bro, everything else is combining right there at the timing that you are looking for.
With the spread on this one, you want to be taking note of the spread in the Asian accumulation, and then the first candle which breaks the Asia, and then you want to notice the spread at the low of the day. Then once the spread starts going back to, stops fluctuating, it starts going back to a bit of like a normal number, that's when you take the entry once blood's gone in.
Correct. Soon as I see him break with this right here, the first one, I start putting my spread on.
Mm-hmm.
I start putting my spread right here, and I don't want to miss an inch because I know this is the beginning of the spread opening. So by him making another big bar right there, I'm looking at the spread. So I know that when he is right here on the Asia, the normal spread should be around, let's say this is EG, right? The normal spread on this one is like 12. Normal spread. So once he starts to break it down, the spread will open from that 12 or 10. It will open up to like 13 or 14 or 15, not by much. They don't wanna be so obvious on the normals, but because the people don't trade the exotics like we do, they make those spreads really show up so that you can easily see them, because most people don't know this. They don't like these pairs. So these ones, people trade EGs. There's millions, billions of people right now who are trading EG as we are speaking. So what you need to understand is they're going to make the spread tighter, but they're going to open it at the time where it's the most convenient for them to do that.
Do you think
but they're going to hide it?
If they kept opening the spread too drastically, it would scare most people off?
If they open the spread during the move, it's not going to be good business even for them and their friends. Because it's not just about us. We are useless to them, bro. We are insects to them. They are a huge fucking global army that is assigned to kill us. So it's bad business for them to do business with each other when they make obvious things like opening a spread for us to see. Because they are not in the business of us to make money. They're in the business for them to make money. And it's not for them. It's for them and their fucking friends.
Mm-hmm.
Not you. You are useless, bro. You are nothing. They want them and their friends to buy these Lamborghinis, to buy these Porsches, to buy all these things. So they need to subconsciously hide the spread, not open it by much. So when it is 10, as I told you like yesterday or the day before, when they open the spread a bit, if your apple that Leo is eating is 10 euros, they need to make sure that that apple, when the spread opens, is 20 euros.
Yep.
And then people sell. The idiots here on this sell right here. This is 20 euros, 20 euros, 20 euros, 20 euros. Overpriced. And once you buy it, you realize it wasn't an apple, it was shit.
Yeah.
You understand? It's like, it's not even an apple, bro. It was a deception for you to think it's going to be a beautiful apple, nice, delicious.
It was like
and when you bite it on that,
ball of ash disguised as an apple.
Correct, bro. This is a huge discussion. That's why I love the cliff dive during the gap time and the stop hunt together. Sometimes they will give you a gap time movement, and then on the stop hunt they start to move big. That's what they do most of the time. But sometimes they will combine it. They will combine the fucking gap time and the stop hunt together. Then they will move during the London session opening. The very first opening of London session, it is where they will start to make their moves. But for you to understand what your niche is, this, bro, is your niche. This is what you need to be focusing on. Because if you are talking about you want to make money, I just gave you the money that you are looking for.
Yep, I'm looking for the one shot, one kill trades.
That's it. Okay, what's going on here?
This one's not so good, but same sort of thing. There wasn't really much of a move yesterday. So the market makers didn't really make much profit. Accumulating at the high of the day. They took a little bit longer this time to cliff dive out of Asia. The squeeze wasn't as tight as the last one, but still there is a squeeze. I mean, there is 2 breaks of the band, which isn't ideal, but they remained outside the band. That makes sense on the TDIs.
Yes.
There's traders trapped underneath the 50, and then you've got the G spot as a TP.
Leo, are you listening, bro?
Hey, it's all good, man. Like, I don't think this guy needs us. No, I'm joking.
That's what you are talking about.
He's got a good mentality. Like, you could say, like, yesterday they're coming from the LOD, so the direction is obvious. The next day we've got the 1, 2, 3 EMAs up. Easy profit.
1, 2,
target.
3. Beautiful placement, by the way. Placement of the EMAs.
There's nice separation as well from the day before. Yeah.
Got the numbers hit.
Yes.
It's a nice trade.
Yeah, it's a nice trade. Just a difficult entry, I'd say.
But I think you would pick it off, no, Leo? Here.
Yeah, maybe I would. However, with someone a little newer, I think you could like struggle with the entry on this one.
I would have gone blood in, and hopefully the spread would have gave me a little signal as well.
Yes, that's exactly how I would enter it. That's exactly how I would enter this particular scenario. Even though I don't depend on blood, we don't depend on blood the most. But if you see that this guy is making small candles again down, you need to say, okay, my friend right here, it needs to be blood. Because if blood is not going to be my friend in this scenario, I'm going to put on a shit entry here and here. And this is what we know. This is what we don't teach. If you mess out, if you're not here, bro, don't enter shit.
Also, I think the gap time box is a bit early. So it would have been a bit more this way on the right side, wouldn't it?
Yes, I see that.
Yeah.
So the spread right here.
And then you've got like, 2 massive candles shifting up to the G spot and you're out of there. It's perfect.
Yeah, 30 minutes gone. I think what is nice about it is that in the Asian session, like what they did, you can see the dragon and then they just like making it seem like it's resistance. So anyone who's seen that in the Asian session and anyone waking up in the morning for the London session was seeing, oh, that's resistance, he's holding. So let's pile in the cells. And then in 2 candles, they're out of the game.
I feel like as well, if you look back like through the 2000s, it looks so obvious that they're doing accumulation. It looks like some sort of algorithm.
Yeah, like it looks quite different, the setups from what they're right now to what
It looks very robotic, I think, through Asia.
Yeah, I see what you mean.
Even like, this one, like look at these candlesticks.
Yeah,
they look like computer based.
Yeah, that's what I mean.
Exactly, I see that.
Yeah.
Crazy you picked that off, man.
Right, sorry to be a party people, lads, but I've got to make a move.
Yeah, man, do that. We'll talk later, man.
Yeah, definitely. But it's been a pleasure. I'll speak to you both soon.
Right, nice to meet you, Will.
Nice to meet you, mate.
What do you think about this guy?
I like him.
He goes back.
I could see he went back to fucking 2000s. I saw that. Let me see more of his flashcards. I'm curious.